Hi everyone, thank you for joining me back at another look at a DIYFish printable. It is the version 3C monthly. The one I'm showing you is in personal size. So let's jump right to it. So this is a new printable that DIYFish created with a monthly, full-size monthly view on one page, and on the back side is like a monthly chart, a section for task list, and then there's this blank graph paper section, which I'll go over in just a second. So I plan to use this with version 3S1 in personal size for now. That's the week on 2 pages with a daily tracking chart. So let's pull out this monthly page first so I can give you a lowdown of what I am trying to accomplish here. I'm going to fold this back. Okay, so I went through DIYFish's blogs, and I'm really trying to incorporate not having to reduplicate information. There's only maybe once or twice that you'll see where I actually do duplicate it, but I'll explain it when I get there. So what I've got going on here is my month schedule. This includes personal appointments, work appointments, meal planning, holidays, birthdays, my husband's days off, etc. So in the green, I've got the meal plan that took place last week, my son's birthday, and I put that there. Not all my friends' birthdays are listed here, except when I need to mail them a card. If it's a friend that I wish happy birthday on, say, Facebook, they go on the weekly page and not duplicated. So this is the only instance when they're duplicated is when I have to actually mail a card to someone. The meal planning is in green. Blue highlighted items are personal appointments, where pink highlighted items are work appointments. Orange are holidays. These are firm holidays, so that means I have the day off. I've put paydays on here in green. Holidays are listed. I've got my husband's days off, which are every other Friday, highlighted in yellow. So that's the schedule. If my kids were going to be visiting or something like that, or we were going to be traveling, that would be on here too, and I'll show that to you in the March calendar. Now we move over to the back side, and we've got a weekly chore list. These are things that I would want to accomplish every week. And then there's a few monthly chore items. They include things like adding the birthdays to the calendars. I kind of already did for February, March, and April, but I still have the remainder of the year to do. And then back up my iPhone and iPad, empty my downloads folder on my Mac, and then I want to review the monthly plan book, because what I want to accomplish with the plan book, if you're not familiar with it, it looks like this, and it's pretty much a monthly tracker for every month. But what I intend to do with it, I think, is to use my household maintenance sticky notes. These change every month. For example, I wouldn't be taking holiday decorations down in February if I have no holiday decorations up. These change, and they're not always recurring every month. So, for example, there's plumbing check for leaks on February, but not in January, etc. So I don't know how I'm going to put this in here yet in the plan book, but my goal on the back of this sheet is to put at least 4 items onto my weekly calendar so that I can tick off those at least 4 things a week. So my household maintenance is getting accomplished for the month. The middle section is a running task list that aren't assigned to a specific day. Before I move over there, I also put a room focus. I always focus on one room for the month for a deep clean, and this month happens to be a guest bedroom number 2 and the powder room. It's part of the plan book thing that I just showed you. And then the running task list, these are tasks that aren't assigned to a specific day. They, if they are urgent, I'm going to write them down on the weekly spread. And then I have my Bible study year read the Bible in a year plan. So I just have Old Testament, New Testament, and then it lines up with the days. So, the 6 was this one, etc. And so I just keep moving down. Now behind this, normally it would be this page. I intend to do something with this too, but I'm not quite sure yet what I will do with it. But what I did put here was this little cute organizing page lifter kind of thing in front of this, because this is where I got my So Much Crafting bill checklist. I actually have a lot of bills due on the 1st, so I have 2 sheets for the 1st and 1 sheet for the 15th. And I highlighted in green these 2, and then this one is blue for the 15th. These will travel from month to month, so every month I just would take this out and move it. As the bills get paid, I check them off, meaning that they've cleared my account. All of these bills have been paid, but I'm waiting for each of them to clear, so I have a couple more to do. This will be for next pay period, which is obviously the 15th, and then I will mark them and check and balance the checkbook accordingly. Also, from Miss Wendiful's blog is a bills due tracking sheet, which when a bill comes in, for example, I'll have a medical bill. When a bill comes in, I would just indicate how much the bill is and when it's due and put it on here. Then I really almost never total it. I total it based on my paycheck, etc., and then tick them off that I paid them, and then this gets thrown away. I don't keep it. This came in today's mail. I thought it was cute, and I might laminate it and move it from month to month to put maybe goals for the month, and that way by laminating it I can erase it and reuse it. And again, I plan to use this backside. I might go ahead and use the bills due because there might be enough room. I'm just not sure. I think there's a few more bills than I have listed here, but some are auto pay, so I don't necessarily have to write them in. So I'm trying to decide. Anyway, so here is the weekly layout. Now, this is last week. Originally, I had divided this in half and put the schedule on one side and my to-dos on the other. And I felt like, again, I'm duplicating my schedule. Why should I put that there? So what I decided to do was indicate dots, and I'm going to show you how I changed this. I altered it for this week by changing the color of the dots. But I just put the weather, important information like my son's day off was that day. That tells me I can have use of my car because he borrows it during the week for work, etc. And then, holidays, indicators that I placed an order or I wanted to place an order, notes. So I do kind of a bullet journal style, things like that. So then the daily chore list, this is something that has to be done every day. Obviously, sometimes, like I didn't wear my Apple Watch yesterday, so I didn't mark it, and I didn't have to, or I didn't do Bible study because we were busy, but I caught up with it today. But here is this week. So I've got my weather, my to-do items, but you'll notice that I changed the color of the dots. So the dots represent the same colors that are on here. So blue would be personal appointments, pink would be work appointments, etc. And so I indicated the dots on the side to tell me that I have appointments that day. It's a quick way of knowing, number one, how many appointments do I have, and it tells me how busy I'll be in order to accomplish any new tasks from either the weekly list, the running task list, etc. I did have an appointment today, but it got moved to next week, so I went ahead and I'm using friction pens to write those because very often they do change. So I don't want to, have it messed up, so I will use friction colors for that. Then I have my daily chores list again on here, and here are some birthdays again that I don't necessarily have on the monthly schedule. It's just to remind me to wish them a happy birthday. The only time, like I said before, is when I duplicate it, is when it is somebody that I need to mail a card to. So, for example, I have Morag on the 21st. She's also on my monthly because she's in Scotland. I need to mail her a birthday card. Same thing for Sam, who's in the UK, etc. So I need to make sure that I'm mailing the cards well in advance to make it to the UK and Scotland in time for their birthdays, etc. Then, let's see, I want to make sure. I plan to use the backside for any, like a month or a weekly review of how this week went, what needs to be tweaked or changed, and then, or excuse me, month end review of what things need to be carried over, how successful was it, etc. This laminated card is for the PlannerCon agenda event in March. And then here is the March layout. So I was explaining to you how I have travel dates now in here. I even put a reminder to refill a prescription. A movie is coming out in theaters. Here's my travel detail. This is purple, indicates a vacation day for me. Family birthdays are in here, but not, people that I need to reach out to, etc. Through Facebook. And then the same thing, I'll highlight these dots on the weekly schedule. The task list, everything is the same. I just haven't written this in because I haven't yet received the March, April, May reading outline. So once I get that, that will be filled in. And then the same thing for April. I've got my husband's days off, holidays, birthdays, etc. listed in here. And then again, the same thing. So hopefully the remainder of the year I'll have printed up later. But they're all ready to go for April. May, I just printed an old one. I don't plan to keep this in here because I needed something on the calendar for an appointment. So I just used that for a follow-up, like forward planning item. The rest of my planner is miscellaneous inserts from a variety of places. Like this is from Mrs. Brimble's. I haven't filled it out because I don't know if I'm going to keep this in here or not. But it's the health and fitness area. Then I've got a family section. This is really mostly for my dog's vet appointments. I need to fill these in, but I got them from. It was a free printable in the Filofaxy Facebook group, and it's in the file section. And also Mrs. Brimble's has some too. And then I got this from Mrs. Wonderful's. It's a blog planner. I also am going to get a vlog version of this from My Life all in one place. Saw that last night, but I haven't yet printed it. I have House, which I was thinking of putting the plan book in here. The finance section is my savings tracker. I have two different savings trackers because I haven't decided which route I'm going to go, but I made both of these on my own. And then a shopping list, online tracker, again from the same Filofaxy Facebook group. It's in the file section. And then in the special, I just printed an old 2015 version of the annual kind of weekly tracker, and I was tracking my weight like in a graph form. So on that, and then some empty sheets for gift giving, and there's pockets, etc. with some stickers. And my goal this year is to use up stickers and items that I already have in stock instead of, in other words, shopping through my own inventory before buying. I got the 2017 calendar from Miss Wonderful's blog. This is from So Much Crafting. It was a free printable from her blog. And then this weekend I bought the 2017 3-year, well, I think it's the 1 year, but it's the same kind of format. This last year I used for tracking days off, etc. So I haven't yet decided how and if I will change the way I do it. And then last year I also used this as a way to track a decluttering kind of, so I might use the KonMari method of for decluttering on the back side of this. Haven't decided. Again, just wanted to give you a quick overview of how I'm using it. There's that plan book, and then we jump right into January of this week. So by the way, this is how I lay it out. The one thing I think I would improve on this, if I could improve on it, is I would put the monthly schedule facing this way so I could see it, and put this on the right hand side where the back side would be March, etc., and do it that way. That way I'd have the monthly schedule in view, the tracker and the to-do list on the right hand side, and then flip the pages. I think that would probably be the best, because here I've got my monthly tracker. I don't really need that other monthly tracker that looks like this. Well, it usually is on the back side of this normally, but or actually I have the one on this one. This tracker is kind of this in a sense, so I really don't need it. So if this were on the right side and this were on this side, then I think we would have the best of both worlds, being able to look at your week, your month, and your to-do list all in one view. That's the only thing I could recommend to Fish to improve on it. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. By the way, nearly all the stickers that you see on here are from Planner Chick Designs. They are the bullet journal or mini stickers that she offers in her shop. And again, it's plannerchickdesigns.com. I hope you enjoyed this look, and like I said, leave any questions and comments below. Make sure to give this film a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye.